the fertile cornfields of Iowa, we bring you a fruitful supply of horsepower. And doing battle at this supercharged team will be Clint Siebel and the Legal Speed. Taters, Ron Penn. And Tom Meeks in Shake Me. Coming up next, it's a picnic of power featuring the wide open thrills of side-by-side mud racing. Tractor Power, featuring the all-stars of the four-wheel and off-road Quad Cities Nationals. Welcome to Trucks and Track Power on the Nashville Network. Today we bring you the four-wheel and off-road Jamboree Quad Cities Nationals from the Mississippi Valley Fairgrounds in Davenport, Iowa. This area is home to some of the richest and most fertile farmland in the entire country. But today, the Mississippi mud will serve up the wide-open thrills of side-by-side mud racing. From the chrome and candy apple that is the show and shine area, we have a study in contrast. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Lee because we have side-by-side mud racing for you. And here with the story on that grimy sport is Mr. Clean, Army Armstrong.
Well, Gary, I noticed that you get to set in all the candy apple and chrome area in a beautiful street rod provided by the Blower Drive Service, and me, I'm on a starting line. I'm literally up to my ankles in mud. The drivers today are really worried about the starting line. They've nicknamed it. They're calling it a launch pad. Some of the drivers are even calling it ground zero because they know before the day's over, there's going to be a war take place in this area, and it's going to be won or lost right on the starting line. The problem that has developed is this. The mud pit is a good pit. It's real gooey, real mud. The drivers are really liking that. But the starting pad, the area where the vehicles start to leave the line, is almost rock hard. Track is not broken up there. The drivers are worried about getting a bite. And what this will cause is a lot of RPM and engine problems for the guys when they leave the starting line. So everybody's going to be watching the guy in front of them trying to adjust their run to his run. Back to you, Gary Lee, for some mud racing action today from Davenport.
All right, Army, indeed. It's corn-fed mud racing coming up next from Davenport, Iowa. Welcome back. We're in Davenport, Iowa, where Ford Trucks present the Penda four-wheel and off-road Jamboree Quad Cities Nationals, a part of the BF Goodrich Performance Series. I'm Gary Lee alongside his Army Armstrong, and we are getting ready for the Class 5 competition featuring the cut tires, a single pass, the best overall time over 180 feet. Before the start of the competition, Army was down in the pit area to take a look at one of the top competitors in the sport of professional mud racing, Tom Meeks, who drives the Shake Me.
In any form of motorsport, when you're hot, you're hot. I'm going to explain what I mean by that. Remember when Elliott was almost unbeatable? He won $1 million a few years ago. Then Dale Earnhardt and his crew, they found the right combination. Everybody said they were unbeatable. They've kind of lost that edge. What we're saying is every form of motorsport has somebody that seems to have stumbled or figured out the right combination. Well, in mud racing, the Shake Me team out of Illinois has come upon that right combination. We're going to try to explain it to you real quick. First of all, it's basics. There's not a lot of toots and whistles here. This vehicle has to weigh 2,350 pounds. It weighs 2,350 pounds. It weighs exactly what it has to. He's come up with the right combination as far as tire, gear ratio, and what have you. The weight is there, but one of the most unique things to me about the Shake Me vehicle is the fact that the engine, a big block Chevrolet engine with a supercharger on top, an injector on top of that, only has 509 cubic inches. In this sport, that's considered a small engine. So with the right engine cubic inches, the horsepower combination, the right gear ratio, and the right tire size, Shake Me has proven to be the man to beat. Back to you, Gary.
And Army, the time you did, he had the paddle tires on there. Of course, we're using the cut tires for this competition. Talk about a guy who's tough to beat indoors, a four-time indoor champion, Tom Martin in the Super Trooper. Told his fans that, hey, Tom, bring that creation outside, run outside. So here he is, and he can also be very, very tough to beat. And pulling alongside is the man in the 27 Roadster. This is Mike Barman in the chemical reaction, the Roadster with the 510 cubic inch Chevrolet.
Gary, if there's such thing as a best case scenario, it's got to be right now. Martin, plenty of horsepower, a real strong runner on a brand new great track. They're the first guy to get out the track. It's smooth as silk.
Oh, look at that run for Martin. Did he ever pull the trigger with the Super Trooper? For Barman, it's 3.086. For Martin, 3.083.
Again, the run did not look that close, but you got to remember, they're not racing each other, they're racing the clock.
Yeah, Tom Martin left when he felt comfortable. The chemical reaction left when he felt comfortable. It was really a close race against the clock, but your winner is Tommy Martin.
Well, Gary, it all starts off with Tom Martin going a 3:08.3. You know, how does that read to you?
Well, I'll tell you, we turned the engine down quite a bit for this run because the track looked slick, and I may have went too far. I think it left pretty good, and then the motor kind of fell off. I might have given it the wrong tune-up.
This may be a day where it's more advantageous to draw a little later in the competition. Mike Garrett up next in the equalizer, and he'll pull along Dragonfly out of Wisconsin. This is Ted Horvath.
Now, Horvath's played the game a long time with a supercharged engine. On the other side of the ledger, Garrett comes out, Gary. The supercharged engine's new to him. It makes a whole different kind of horsepower for him, and he and his crew are really excited today. They thought they could beat players, and you got to look at the numbers. 308 is beatable with the right combination today.
They'll both take a time. The Dragonfly's time is 3.35, and for the equalizer, the time is 3.43. So the Dragonfly, the quicker of the two, but not fast enough to knock off Tommy Martin and the Super Trooper. But both drivers are in trouble right there. But it is the Dragonfly, the fastest through the mud, and here is Tad with Army.
Okay, Tad, a 3:35, not the run I believe you were looking for, but you drew early in the field. Is that why?
Well, I think it's just I had some problems with the motor yesterday, Army, and I think I'm still a little lean, and we'll fatten it up, and hopefully she'll run better next time.
And coming up now, the Radical Rear Engine Dragster. That's the showtime of Ken Crum, featuring the 477 cubic inch flow and Rodeck power plant. He pulls alongside Dan Brown, the fiberglass Jeep Top Gun. Top Gun won't be clean very long.
No, this could be a real good race. Keep an eye on the vehicle in the far lane. He's over close to that wall. It's been smoothing everybody, but it's a different setup. The engine being to the rear today can be the advantage. The track is a little bit running. The track is a little bit heavy. They call it. It's got heavy butts. The rear engine setup could be the way to go. We're going to find out real quick.
So there's some trouble there in the shutdown area. Let's check the time. A 3.03. The new leader, a 3.03. And Dan Brown checks in with a 3.68 as we'll take a look again on the replay. Army?
You watch him right at the end. He knows where the 180-foot mark is. As soon as he goes through, he locks the brakes up on this vehicle. Straight as there on the run, but right there, he's on the brakes and slides, Gary.
So Ken Crum has the fastest run. He is standing by trackside with Army Armstrong.
Well, Gary, any sport, there's a magic number. In this sport, it's the 3-second number. We got a guy right now that just a tick over 3 seconds. 3:03, put you number one. You got to be tickled with that.
Well, it's a pretty good run. We've been in the 2 seconds several times. We'll take what we can get.
Coming up next as the Class 5 competition continues, Gene Johnson in the Terminator. Alongside a car we saw earlier, Tom Means in Shake Me. There's one for Gene Johnson out of Georgia. The Terminator, near lane, the far lane. Tom Means out of Illinois in Shake Me.
This could be the alley-oop race of the day. You know what that is?
And there it is, looky there, 2.99. Tom Means in Shake Me has just taken the lead, and there is a 3.56 for Gene Johnson. And we look again, Tom Means in the right-hand lane, the right side of your screen, lays down that quick one. Just under the 3-second run, and once again, here's Tom with Army.
But Tom, a 2.99 with a little kick on the end. That had to be a thrill out there.
That was great. It left real good, but after that it got a little squirrely, but it was running strong all the way. I knew it'd be a fairly good time.
It'll take a dandy run to beat him. He's on top right now, but here's the guy that can do it. Ron Pence and Taters yet to come. Today, we're at the Mississippi Valley Fairgrounds in Davenport, Iowa. As the competition continues, we can take a look at the leaderboard now. And once again, Tom Means is the quick one in Shake Me at 2.99. Ken Crum, the rear engine showtime, is second. And Tom Martin, the Super Trooper, is now third. And the man that we talked about earlier, Ron Pence, is coming up right now. That is Tater. That's the 1976 Chevy Love with the big Keith Black Chevy engine. Alongside the Bud Stud of Bob Monk, Chevy Roadster.
What's really interesting about this sport, the sport's come along so quick that the cars are starting to develop. 299 is what they're going after. Each of these drivers potentially better. Up on the berm. would say, to get that 180 feet, Gary. Boy, he is working that wheel. But watch him at the end. He has to burp the throttle, get the car to settle down.
And Ron Pence had all he could hang on to, that 311, and he's with Army.
Okay, well, Ron, a 3-1-1. Let me ask you, did you watch Mintz when he ran in front of you? Did you learn anything by watching the guy, or you just play your own game by your own rules?
You just got to play your own game to whichever pitch you draw. I think he run the left pit and I run the right when there's a little difference in them. It can go either way.
Well, you can read the disappointment on his face because he knows that vehicle is capable of a much quicker speed than that. You take a look at Tom Marsh, purple intruder out of Vandalia, Ohio. Lynn Seabold, legal speed.
Seabold's a past national champion in the sport. You know, the guy on the other lane sitting there is kind of interesting. Morris, like you say, he reminds me of a college basketball player. He's about 6'6", 6'7". He doesn't look like the kind of guy at all that can drive one of these rascals. He's going to be drawing one of the toughest guys in the sport from the south. Seabold and Morris. We'll see how this thing goes around.
Well, Seabold's in big trouble. He will probably be disqualified on that run. Glenn Seabold, yes, indeed, is disqualified, the former national champion from 1991. There is a 328 for Tom Marsh in the intruder. Tom Marsh runs at 328. Let's take a look again. Watch Seabold get in trouble in that right-hand lane.
See, they can't prove the track of the man in front of him. He got caught in a run of the guy in front of him.
And here's Glenn with Army.
Gary, I've often wondered, Glenn Seabold, would you be interested in a second career, and if so, would it be Bronco riding? You took a ride out there. You okay?
Fine. Yeah, it's just, at least I went through the pit today.
Yeah, and you stayed on all four wheels, but you're supposed to go through the pit on the same side, not go in the other lane.
The straightest way is the fastest way, right?
Well, at least Glenn can laugh about it. He'll come back to the race another day as we take a look at Byron Tinky's Bad Habit. A lot of local fans cheering for him. He's from nearby Iowa City, Iowa.
Now, Tinky, he runs on the circuit, but he's going up against a guy to me that looks like he should be riding a Harley and not driving a mud race. That's Tony Alt out of Columbus, Indiana. This guy is the last of the love counts in the 60s, Gary. He is having a ball.
I'm not sure he would appreciate you saying that. Little Miss Dangerous, the far lane and their lane, Bad Habit.
One of the problems a Little Miss Dangerous vehicle has, setting that close to the wall, the sound is bouncing right back in Tony's face instead of really distracting. Right back to the other vehicle out.
Hang on, oh man. How many times have we seen Byron Tinky get in trouble? He got upside down in a big way in Panama City a couple of seasons back. He is disqualified. The Bad Habit is disqualified. And look over here, a 4.31, and Tony was in trouble in the shutdown area.
You know, Tony had to see that coming. The 4:31, I don't think, is a real good true time for Tony. That's a tough break, but that's part of the game. Byron, he's in trouble right now. Tony, meanwhile, has got to watch this guy and try to get to the finish line and stop just shy of the Yodoc barrier system.
The Bad Habit actually jumps the finish line as we take a look one more time. Now watch Bad Habit get in trouble mid-lane. Now he jumps the finish line, and Tony is headed for the barrier.
Yeah, that's a heads-up driving by Tony. Sharp move.
Tony was concerned he was going to T-bone the Bad Habit as the fans enjoying all kinds of activities here. These jamborees offer a host of activities for the truck lover as well as the entire family. To find out when a jamboree will be in your area, call or write the Special Events Promotion Company. We are delighted to be here in Davenport, Iowa for some great side-by-side mudbog competition. Here's a good-looking young lady, the touch and go. This is Karen Rast.
She and her husband don't follow the national circuit, but in the north, they're definitely players. As a matter of fact, they've won their area championship for this year. It's the first opportunity we've had to see him on TV. As you can tell, he's an important part of the operation. This vehicle is assisted with nitrous. You can see him priming it there. But the story of the day could be the guy in the other lane out of Florida, Dave Ryan, rolls in. Here comes some thunder, Gary Lee.
The 23 Altered T, the Intrepid. The big, cute, black Hemi. Touch and go to the near side. Intrepid, the far side.
Dave Ryan will definitely play hardball with you. He works into the lane. Likes the injector scoop turn around backwards. Not scooping any mud into it. Meanwhile, the young lady very patiently working into this lane. But remember,
she's in trouble immediately. Ryan goes through the timing line, but I tell you what, there's was a perplexed young lady with a DQ and a 335 for Dave Ryan.
I think Ryan hurt the motor on that run right on the starting line. He got a lot of RPM. I think he probably what they call lost the springs. But the big story is the young lady. She gets up and caught on the berm. Ryan goes on through. She's okay, but man, you hook a rut. That vehicle's going to go where it darn well pleases Gary Lee.
Early in the show, Army, you called the starting line a launching pad. That could have been a problem right there for Dave Ryan.
What happened? The starting line is so hard. They're getting so much RPM. As soon as they hit the throttle, the engine goes up on the RPMs, and it floats the valve springs is what it does, and that kills your horsepower. It's exactly what happened to him. He can go quicker than a 338, I'll guarantee you.
Well, Army, let's take a look now at the standings. Once again, Tom Means and Shaker with an excellent ride at 2.99. Then Ken Crum in the Showtime Dragster at 303, and Tom Martin, the Super Trooper, at 3.083. A lot more coming your way from Davenport, Iowa. Welcome back to Davenport, Iowa, where Ford Trucks present the Penda four-wheel and off-road Jamboree Quad Cities Nationals, a part of the B.F. Goodrich Performance Series. Well, mud racing and the show and shine activities aren't the only competitions going on here in Davenport this weekend. This is actually action from the Tough Truck Competition sponsored by B.F. Goodrich and Pendoliner Bedliners held earlier today. We're taking a look now at Richard Maldron, a black Toyota, who ended up finishing third of the day, the last time 46 and 28 seconds. If you think that some of the street classes in mud racing can be tough on a truck, it's nothing compared to what a timed obstacle course has to offer, with a few whoop-de-doos and a big tire at the end. Some damage it can do to the family pickup truck.
Here, let's get a local competitor an opportunity to bring a street truck out and get a chance to be on television. Actually be published in one of the Peterson magazine, off-road magazines, if you will. Plus, whack that big old tire, something you always wanted to do. Hey, they're having fun. And that's what the Jamboree is all about.
They're having fun, and the fans are also having fun. But first and second place going to this couple right here, the husband and wife team of Randy and Laura Farrenkrog out of Davenport, Iowa. They drove an 82 Toyota pickup truck to street. Listen to this. Very exciting. We are ready now for our final two competitors. There's a look at Scott Lane in Silent Rage.
Gary, this vehicle is powered by Chrysler. We've seen Chevrolet and Ford horsepower today. This is the first Mopar Chrysler horsepower. It'll come out of Spencer, Indiana again. Goes by the name of Silent Rage 2. Now, that's a supercharged vehicle. Sitting next to him in the opposite lane is a vehicle out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Goes by the name of Hyperactive. You notice a white coming out of the top of the engine. That's purging the nitrous system. That tells you that is nitrous oxide assisted. $299 is what they're going after, Gary Lee. I don't know if that's going to hold or not. This is the final chance anybody's going to get at this guy.
Scott Lane and Mike Yosha. The last two competitors here in Davenport, Iowa. Everyone against the clock, not against each other. And Yosha comes in. First of all, let's check out the time of 3.76. 3.76 for Scott, and a 3.57 for Mike. So no, that's not good enough to beat Tom Meeks. Take a look at the run again.
The short wheelbase vehicle, he was really working. He was what they call sawing that steering wheel on the other end. He laid down a good run. I just don't think he had that good a track to go on it. Remember, you cannot prep the track from the guy in front of him. If he ruts it, you got to run in his ruts.
So the final standing showing Shake Me as the victor. Tom Means at 299. Ken Crum in the Showtime Dragster at 303. Tom Martin, the Super Trooper, at 3.083. So once again, our winner is Tom Means, the driver of Shake Me, and he is in victory lane with Army Armstrong.
Well, Gary, Tom Mintz held on from the middle of the field to take a win in this thing. And, Tom, congratulations to you. It didn't come easy, did it?
No, it didn't, Army. Thanks a lot. And I don't know, I had to do a lot of work out there with the steering wheel to keep it in the pit, but it worked out pretty good.
Well, right now we got a couple of your fans coming over to congratulate you. Once again, congratulations.
Once the girls show up, the interview is over. Let's take another look at the victorious run.
Well, he did lay down a shot. Cut tire class, he got those tall tires up, used the RPM. Look at the steering wheel.